Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the YouTube station identification of one of the Bedford, Massachusetts resident YouTubers. That is right. I'm here live in the basement, and no, this is not MTV's remote control, and my name is not Ken Ober, God rest his soul. My name is Eric Lima, and you're watching WEML-TV, Channel 77, episode number 157. What's going on, everybody? It's raining out here in New Bedford, I know, but I heard all over the regions a little bit of snow, but we have rain back here, so we're all good. We're all cool. We're all good here. So I wear my iconic shirt honoring the time that Billy Kane, Peyton Royce had spent in the WWE before being released yesterday. I want to wish them the best of luck. So they'll always be the iconics to us WWE fans forever. I know wherever they go, they'll be successful, and they'll have to wait till over the summer. And that means over the summer, wrestling and professional wrestling / sports entertainment is going to go crazy, and so stay tuned and just keep a sharp lookout on things. All right, because you never know when these released superstars from the WWE will end up. Because I'm sure they'll be asking for them for sure. So other big news in the WWE: Pat McAfee is now joined the SmackDown brand as a permanent color analyst alongside Michael Cole. Another Cole McAfee connection, only this time around it's not Adam Cole he needs to deal with. But I'm sure Adam Cole is probably looking at that, you've got to be kidding me. And he's probably so frustrated because I'm sure in the back of Adam Cole's mind, I got to deal with Kyle O'Reilly. Now I got to deal with McAfee over on SmackDown. You've got to be kidding me. Well, just stay on NXT, Adam Cole. You don't have to worry about him. But if you have to deal with him, I just hope that McAfee does behave himself this time around. That's my personal opinion. Yeah, so, and McAfee will make his debut tonight on SmackDown. I know he's done one SmackDown before, and that will be the November 1st, 2019, after when the plane was stuck in Saudi Arabia after the Super Showdown. And NXT kind of took over from there. Triple H, Shawn Michaels took advantage of that situation. So, hey, huge opportunity for Pat McAfee to once again to really shine. So that's that. Well, technically, this would be today and tomorrow will be my last day of the vacation because when I put these free vacations in, I did not foresee any of the development that's happened last week. Like we had a couple people out being sick, so we don't know if they're going to come back or not. We know one of them will. We don't know about the other. I mean, the other just works the weekend. So if they had me working Saturdays for right now, which I would have no problem with because I did not realize that Nicktoons airs the new episode of Power Rangers Dino Fury later that night on Saturdays. So I figured, hey, Nicktoons, I gotta find out what channel Nicktoons is on here in New Bedford using the Comcast Xfinity thing, and we'll take it from there. And I know I'm not working tomorrow because it is part of my vacation time. So I do have one more vacation left, and that'll be the end of April into May. And I'll tell you what, before I go on to talk about the heart of the episode today, check this out. Check this out. While snowing, a lot of people are upset with snow here in New England. I don't blame them. I mean, at least I have rain. I'm cool with it. If it was snowing and it was like major inches, then I would have my vacation cut short, which would be kind of sucky. But nonetheless, though, everything would be A-okay. We're talking here. So, technically, I got one more week. And, what a week has been. I mean, the vacation did not start off the way I wanted to. Like I said, broken monitor, got a new one. Got a new one to boot. Had to host the Rant and Rave podcast episode number 79 last night. Very well done. I was very pleased. A lot of people are able to hear all that with the speaker and everything. And was the main key was the new monitor and the speaker that it came in. So I am very, very pleased about that. Let's see what else is there. So what else is there? And if I'm planning on doing the Saturday Superstar Arcade tomorrow, I'm going to try to do a game off this, possibly Super Mario Land DX. Is probably what I want to do. Probably Super Mario Land. So I think that will be, or Super Mario Land 2. So that's something to behold. So this is my first time doing this. I do event centers like a wrestling recaps. I do it mostly for WWE as of late, but I decided, well, I gave one to AEW from Wednesday night. Now from last night, Thursday night Impact. I will do, and and my bed sheets are done. I hear. I'll see if they're actually done because sometimes they get a little too damp. All right, so I'm gonna say from last night, Impact Wrestling Event Center recaps, and I call it the Event Center to tell you all the results and what's happened and what has gone down. TJP for TJ Perkins, the former on the first ever WWE Cruiserweight Champion from the Cruiserweight Classic, who is now part of Impact, went one-on-one with Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon, and Josh Alexander did win the match. That will give him momentum going into Rebellion in a triple threat for the X Division Championship against not only Perkins, but Ace Austin, the champ. Taylor Wilde, the former Knockouts and the first ever one half of the first ever Knockouts Tag Team Champions, will be returning soon to Impact Wrestling. That will boost up the women's division there. A member of DK, Crazy Steve, went one-on-one with a member of the Good Brothers. That will be Carl Anderson. Anderson did win the matchup overall. Johnny Swinger's Palace has Alicia Edwards, Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, TJP, Josh Alexander, Johnny Bravo, and Little Petey Pump, Petey Williams. In fact, Ace Austin was asking Johnny Bravo what are my chances on walking out with the X Division champion, and Johnny Bravo says not good. John E. Bravo says not good. And then TJP comes in and said, hey, what are my odds and what are my chances? They say, you're the odds-on favorite. And then Josh Alexander walks in, hey, I might win this thing. Like, I got somebody that told me that my odds are good. And then Petey Williams came in and recited the whole Steiner Math thing, which I think was hilarious. I can imagine the look on Alicia Edwards' face and all the other girls' faces are like, and Madman Fulton's like, put the 2, carry the 1, and all that. It was crazy. So it was great to see that. It was a pretty funny part. A lot of references in Johnny Swinger's always referencing old school wrestlers, and I thought it was pretty cool. And Petey Williams imitating Scott Steiner in the Steiner Math thing. Even TJP's like, that math has just blown me away. It was great. And then at the end, Josh Alexander goes, I like my odds. That was just brilliant. It was totally brilliant. Remember, I was trying to watch Impact and trying to host his show, host the Rant and Rave podcast last night, episode 79. Eddie Edwards and Willie Mack were in the ring, and they were upset because Violent by Design, which is a group, consists of Eric Young, the leader, Rhino, Diener, and Joe Doring. They took out Tommy Dreamer before their matchup, their last pay-per-view matchup. So they called. So Eddie Edwards and Willie Mack called out VBD, where Swan would have been there, but he had a press conference. And then, Chris Sabin and James Storm join in on the brawl. Storm says, "Hey, how about an 8-man tag in Rebellion?" And it looks like it is official. Meanwhile, Jazz is about to do her retirement ceremony, and then Deanna Purrazzo and Susan, aka Susie, aka Sue Young, were talking, and then Scott D'Amore goes, "You two are not going out there." And then Deanna Purrazzo's like, "Fine, I don't plan on it. I'm the champ. I can walk away." And Susan's like, Sue Young, the characters of Sue Young is pretty hilarious. I love it, especially Susan. Well, Susan is pretty kind of cute, and I got to give Rich Swann props to marrying her. Tennille Dashwood has her own talk show called All About Me, where the guests ask her the questions. Oh my good lord! And they had Gia Austin come in, and he had Caleb Conley, Caleb with a K. Well, what? He's a Caleb Conley dude, and so Gia Austin's like, I'm like, okay, sure, like whatever. Like, what am I doing here? It was hilarious, to say the least. So that was pretty funny. Let's see what else. Okay, you think of Gia Austin? Gia Austin is dating Ace Austin, so That's something to be like. So Jazz and Jordan Grace came out to, Jazz went to thank all the fans and all that. And then the Knockouts Tag Team Champions Fire and Flavor interrupted Jordan Grace and Jazz. And then they started running their mouths. And then Jordan Grace says, hey, if you got a problem, if you want to talk, you talk too much. That's why we didn't invite you out here. You want to talk? Step in the ring. Referee comes out. Per order, Scott D'Amore, you guys have a match. Wait. And Jordan Grace and Jazz did pick up the victory in a non-title matchup, but Jazz is officially, then everybody came, the rest of the locker room came out to celebrate Jazz's retirement. And then he said, thank you, Jazz, supporting Jazz. So, yep, Jazz is officially retired. But then in the backstage area, Fire and Flavor, that would be Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz arguing with Scott D'Amore. And Scott D'Amore says, hey, I'll tell you what, Rebellion, you're putting those titles up. And then against Jordan Grace and Jazz. But Scott D'Amore did not realize that Jazz did officially announce her retirement. And then, Scott D'Amore says, you girls heard what's going on? Yeah, I can't fight. But it doesn't mean Jordan Grace can't fight. She can still fight. She can go. But I'm retired. I'm a woman of my word. That's what Jazz says. And I respect Jazz for that. But Jazz says, I got the partner for her. I would not be surprised. If ODB and Jordan Grace would be a pretty good team, if you ask me. I mean, ODB, she's fun doing that. But who knows? Would Taylor Wilde be the mystery partner for Jordan Grace? Or, will Jazz decide to look somewhere else and know somebody else? Could do Fisto, or even Tara. Well, they can't do anything with Mickie James because she has a 90-day complete. She has a 90-day complete compete clause. So there's that. But if that didn't apply to her, then I think she would be perfect for Jordan Grace. But Jazz knows people in high places, friends in high places, see who Jazz brings in to help out Jordan Grace in that department. And then Brian Myers went one-on-one with Jake something in a pick your poison match, and Matt Cardona chose him, and Myers did win the matchup, but then Brian Myers says, I got somebody in mind, and Sami Callihan blindsided Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona went one-on-one with Sami Callihan to pick your poison matchup. And then Callihan won the matchup. Then he called out Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel shows up. They argue. And then Callihan low blows him, attacks him. And then Juice Robinson and David Finlay, who are the Impact Tag Team Champions during their promoting during their tour during Japan, defending the belts and whatnot. Said, we're coming back. We're coming after you, good brothers. So, and then we get the Impact and AEW World Title press conference held by Josh Matthews. Tony Khan and Jerry Lynn were there. Scott D'Amore and Rich Swann was there. Josh Matthews moderated the whole thing. People asking questions. And Kenny Omega and Don Callis show up late. Callis cuts a promo. Kenny Omega says, you know what? I'll be cordial, but when it comes, when it comes to the matchup with Rebellion, all bets are off. And Kenny Omega went to go shake his hand. Rich Swann's about to agree, and then Kenny Omega slapped him to brawl it out. They had to be separated. It was crazy nonetheless. So that is the Impact Wrestling Event Center for on Tax Day. All right, that was for yesterday, April the 15th, 2021. But Tax Day's come and gone. It's April the 16th, 2021. It's 12:40 p.m. I have yet to eat. I gotta find something to eat, and I'm able to do just that. So I'm really excited, really stoked. Tonight is SmackDown. Pat McAfee will make his debut as a new color analyst. How about Michael Cole? That's gonna be an interesting duo, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. It'll be very, very, very strange and everything else. So I thought, Samoa Joe moved to SmackDown and they released him, which I was kind of shocked at. I thought Michael Cole and Samoa Joe was pretty good, and they could have stuck that team together. Sometimes when you hire someone, when you got John Laurinaitis, anything is possible, and anything is possible. Anything could go wrong. When it comes to releases, and I mean, like, oh my God, what's going on? You know, so it might be some new changes. The first fallout after WrestleMania on SmackDown tonight. The SmackDown after WrestleMania. Could this be the new Raw after Mania? I mean, we saw the return of the Viking Raiders and Charlotte Flair on Raw. We saw also Frankie Monet make her debut on NXT. And then we saw Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair show up to show their support for Raquel Gonzalez, holding up the titles. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be something. Be the new three horsewomen of NXT, the new horsewomen of NXT, and that would be Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Raquel Gonzalez. You know, what's going to happen to Io Shirai now? What's going to happen to Toni Storm now? Are they going to be released? I hope not. Because both of them would be vital to any women's division at this point. And if they both go over to SmackDown, that kicks it up a notch. And with the release of Mickie James, Peyton Royce, and Billie Kay, the Iconics, it seems like roster spots will be cleared up. A lot of roster spots will be cleared up for sure. So we'll see what happens in the long run. What's going to happen to Asuka now? And since she lost the title to Rhea Ripley, she had the rematch. But I think Asuka will be still in the women's title picture for sure because Charlotte Flair got involved in the matchup this past Monday Night on Raw. We'll see what happens. All right, a lot of things are going to go down. What's going to happen tonight on SmackDown? Don't know. I will see you guys later. Check you guys out. Check out another episode. And if you like any of the episodes I have, ring the bell. Subscribe. Ring the bell for more. For notifications as well. Like, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, you can comment, and we'll see what happens. Because I think this summer, professional wrestling / sports entertainment is going to be really crazy. And with these big name releases, it seems to me the free agent pool has really, really gotten deeper. And I'll tell you one thing right now, these companies will be chomping at the bit to acquire these talents. And believe me, a lot of people saying the WWE effed up, they made a mistake and all that. And I have to agree that WWE made mistakes in Samoa Joe and the Iconics. I think those three should not have been released, to be honest with you. They should have reunited the Iconics and have them challenge for the tag team titles and become faces of the women's tag team division. And you got Natalya and Tamina. We'll see what happens. Situations do happen, and strange things have happened here. So that changes a lot of things. I know a lot of people saying, well, Jordan Devlin is still there. We go, they had allegations against him of domestic abuse. Matt Riddle is still there. They complained that sexual harassment, but that fell by the wayside. Velveteen Dream still there. They're still upset in Jackson Riker because of comments, political comments, and all that. That's why I don't do politics and religion, because if I say what I say, then people are going to start assuming. The problem is nowadays people will assume. People will start assuming without doing research, without asking questions. That's what, I can say I'm a conservative Christian. Oh, you're a Trumper, you're a racist, you're this, you're that, you hate gay people. Nah. And you don't bother asking me. You don't bother getting to know me. That's what's upsetting about the internet nowadays. The internet can ruin a lot of people nowadays, and can really hurt people. And that's why a lot of people, you saw, people commit suicide and all that. That's what's wrong, and that's why I choose to ignore the political problems going on, the situations that have been going on. I try to ignore the news, basically. I don't watch a whole lot of TV because I go on here and get entertained, go on the internet and get entertained more than I do on the TV. The only time I turn on TV is watch some wrestling and some Power Rangers. That's it, and the Red Sox or Patriots when they play, and that entertains me. So, I'd rather be happy than feeling sad, down the dumps, and feeling like crap and all that. So that's why I do this show, to be entertained, to entertain you, to be entertained myself, and to have some fun. And that's what I'm all about. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, once again, I'm just, this is my opinion. Yeah, I may be an old man, but you know what? Yeah, 44 years old. Hey, living in a parents' basement, and you know what? I'd rather be doing that than living out, and being out there in the streets, getting mugged, getting beat up. I feel safe. As long as I'm smart, I'm safe. Mind you now, I make decisions in my life. I make the decision to stay here. Not, you know, they said, even my parents even told me, they said, listen, we didn't make the decision. Right. And like, I don't know why people accuse my parents. I make the decisions, and what I made the decision. They say it's up to you. They tell me it's up to you what you want to do. And if I have to, find a new place. Sometimes my parents want to help me. They're trying to help me, and they do the best they can. And I love them for it. I'm proud of them. They've been through a lot in their lives. Trust me. And I want to be there for them. And I love my parents. A lot of people don't understand the life I live. That's the way it is. All right. Impact Wrestling Event Center, first one from April the 15th, 2021. That's yesterday's program. It's complete. I will see you guys on the next episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77. Peace out with Lima.